And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard.
We love film noirs.
Yeah. Oh, I love film noir.
Yeah. We watch all the old.
And The Asphalt Jungle is probably our favorite.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Sterling Hayden. Did you ever do Sterling Hayden?
I did Sterling Hayden.
Oh, I'd love to hear Sterling Hayden.
Sterling Hayden. That kind of a voice that sounded on one plane. You know, he sounded like this. He hardly ever got excited. I'm going to do my impression of Sterling Hayden laughing. Want to see it again?
What's your favorite religious movie?
I loved Passion of the Christ.
Did you?
Although I will say I thought it was very anti-Semitic, because every Jew looked like fucking Lovitz. You know what I mean? They were all like, hook noses and stuff.
Well, the much talked about film Showgirls opened this week, and here's my review. Basically a high-budget porno film, Showgirls is a thinly veiled excuse to show lots of naked buttocks, legs, and breasts. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10.
Of Alfred Hitchcock sexually harassing Tippi Hedren on the set of
really happened.
Of The Birds.
Ripped out of the headlines.
Good afternoon, Tippi. Oh, Mr. Hitchcock, where is everybody? They've gone home. Well, are we going to rehearse lines, Mr. Hitchcock? Not exactly. What I have in mind is an entirely different sort of activity. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we're going to practice blocking? Not exactly. I'd have in time a certain orifice makes contact with a certain appendage. What do you mean, Mr. Hitchcock? Can we go? So that was a 6-hour album.
She was telling me, this is interesting, she was telling me that, you know that movie, The Elephant Man?
Yeah?
We were just talking about it backstage, and I always thought it was a stupid movie, and she said it's a really good movie, and I said the stupidest thing in it is because, you know that part where the guy says, I am a human, I am not an elephant, I am a human being.
I'm not a monster, I think. Whatever. I'm a human, and I'm not an animal. I'm a human being. Yeah.
Tanya just pointed that out to me. That I am not an animal.
Right.
Because I always thought it was stupid. Like the guy doesn't even hardly look like an elephant. So why would
you would be the worst movie critic in the world.
I saw the new Jean-Luc Godard picture. In the Cahiers d'Express. I was reading an article. I don't know.
You know, I made a film with John Huston and Orson Welles.
Whoa!
What?
And back in the 70s. And I got to know John Huston quite well. And there I was suddenly in my late 20s working with John Huston and Orson Welles, and I was thrilled.
Who directed this film?
Orson directed it. And John played a part, and I played his assistant. And anyway, I remember one day we went to Denny's for lunch, you know, and first of all, Orson said, I don't think we can go to Denny's because I don't think I can fit into one of the booths. And he said, John said, we'll wedge you in. So anyway, we went to Denny's and we wedged Orson into this booth, and we were having lunch at Denny's, and a lady recognized me because I'd done a lot of television.
Sure.
Mr. Little, can I have your autograph? You know, and I'm sitting there with these two icons, and I'm going, of course you can. What's your name? Oh, yes, so to Pat. And I'm writing a big thing on here, and as I'm signing, she says in a kind of loud voice, who's your fat friend? Oh my God. Meaning Orson, right? Who's your fat friend?
Who's your fat friend?
And John Huston, without missing a beat, says, well, we found him on the highway, and he looked undernourished, and we brought him in here for a cherry Coke and some fries, and we're going to fatten him up and send him on his way. And Orson went, well, thank you, kind sir. Thank you.
Well, it's all these dudes speaking Italian, you know, and I'm trying to, and so what they do is they put words, you know, subtitles. Yeah. So now now I have to read, which is the reason I go to movies, so I don't have to read.
My favorite movie is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because I love John Candy in it so much. And to be a comic...
He's Canadian.
Yeah. But to be a comic actor is so rare. And to be a dramatic actor is so common that why would a great comic actor want to be a
1,000%.
actor?
1,000%. I thought this when I was a kid, starting out in the business. When in my 20s, I thought, why? Somebody asked me, would you ever do a dramatic role? I go, they got people for that.
Right.
They got millions of people for that.
Yep.
Let those people do it. The greatest thing in the world is a funny guy. It relieves the burden of life.
Did you like that movie, that Preston Sturges film?
It's my favorite movie.
Sort of in capsule.
Sullivan's Travels.
Oh, that's your favorite movie?
It's the greatest movie. Well, The Graduate's my favorite movie to watch as a movie.
Yeah.
But what it's about.
But what Sullivan's Travels is exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly what you're talking about. And did you say
How about you? Is that
I love Sullivan's Travel
important to you?
for that because it surprised me. I didn't expect it.
Right.
In your day, or not before your day actually, because you were a young man, they were older, the actors, who nowadays would probably be character actors, were stars.
Right.
Humphrey Bogart, Edward G. Robinson,
James Cagney,
with
John
these
Wayne.
outlandish voices that didn't
larger
fit.
than life.
Larger than life. Yeah.
Easy to impersonate.
Easier,
because today it's harder because the actors today are not as exaggerated.
Right.
And you've got George Clooney and you've got Matt Damon and Brad Pitt. I mean, how would you imitate Brad Pitt?
Or this Lenny Riefenstahl. What's her name?
Lenny Riefenstahl.
Lenny Riefenstahl. And I agree with you. She is a fine director. Fine director.
I recommended the movie Rudy.
Has Lenny Riefenstahl done any comedies?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think it was the Nuremberg...
Rally?
Yes, the Nuremberg Rally. And it's a fascinating one because they have some very rare recording. If you listen to it very carefully, very closely, you can hear people speak. Let's take a listen. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. I'll show you what I'm talking about. The use of architecture. It's a bird.
Yeah.
And look at this. Now listen very carefully right here.
Do you have the tickets? What row are we in?
Me? I don't have the tickets. You have the tickets.
This is so embarrassing. We're late as it is, and now we don't even have the...
Will you two idiots shut up? I got the tickets.
What row are we in?
Let's see. G44, G45, G52. What? We're not even sitting together?
I think we passed G section. This is section D.
Shit. We'll just find a place and sit down.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. They are really strict here. Really strict.
So there it is. It does stir the heart. You were right about that. You were right about that.
It's not the film I suggested to you.
I liked it. I liked the scope of it, the bigness, I guess. Fine film. And I thank you for it. But there are some things, again, that you will never talk me into. And I do not care for that man. You did a speech from the Treasure of the Sierra Madre, one of our favorite films, of the great Humphrey Bogart in one of his greatest roles ever.
That's right, Fred C. Dobbs.
Fred C. Dobbs.
Fred C. Dobbs don't say nothing they don't mean. Don't be such a sap. Where did you ever grow up? All right, I'll make it clear to a dumbhead like you. We take all the old man's goods and head up north and leave the old jackass flat. Fred C. Dobbs don't say nothing he don't mean. And then I love the laugh.
That's great.
Bogey was great when he played somebody a little paranoid, like Kane Mutiny was the
true.
same character.
You're
Kane
right.
Mutiny, yeah.
They both were incredibly paranoid.
Yeah, paranoid. The one was finding the gold, and the other was the strawberries. Great movies, huh?
Yeah,
they don't make movies like that anymore.
No, sir. They can't get my kid to watch a black and white movie.
No, you know what? And there was some kid I met here who was going to UNLV taking a course in film.
Yeah.
And I said, have you seen the classics? You know, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, Citizen Kane, Casablanca. Oh, no, I never watch a black and white movie.
Oh, my God.
I said, what? You're taking a course in movies and you've never seen a black and white movie. You know what this kid said to me? Well, I don't like them because life's in color. So then I thought for a second, I said, really? What if you live in Seattle?
Scorsese's mother was in Goodfellas.
Yeah. Good God.
I didn't know. I'm not a cinephile. I've been accused of it, and I've gone to arbitration and paid a large settlement. But it turns out I am not a cinephile.
You'd be a gentle one if you were.
Yeah, that's right.